Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of the Monster Truck Weekly Update. It was an exciting week with events across 17 cities around the world. We saw some exciting wow moments, especially on the Monster Jam side of the sport. Now, let's dive into some of the action. Let's kick it off with Stadium Championship Series Red. They were in Atlanta, Georgia for two events at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Check out how awesome this track was. It was absolutely a driver's playground. Last week in Philadelphia, it was Tom Meents dominating the competition. Can he carry that momentum over to Atlanta? Kicking it off with the event 1, it was Tom Meents using that unique truck as an advantage to take the win over Todd the Duke in the racing finals. Moving over to skills, we have Tom Meents getting a perfect momentum moonwalk off the step-up ramp, which was good enough to take third. In the second place spot, it was Bryce Kenny walking the moonwalk all the way down Atlanta Motor Speedway. Taking the win was Camden Murphy and Bakugan Dragonoid, showing off his balance on the front two tires. Kicking off freestyle, Caleb Blood had this clean backflip despite having a broken truck. This was good enough for third place. In second, it was Adam Anderson getting some wild air up the middle into some old school donuts, but it just wasn't enough as Bryce Kenny pulled off the win, showing off some more huge air. This freestyle win, along with a good night, was enough to grab his second overall event championship in a row. Now we move over to event 2. It was Adam Anderson and Gravedigger mashing the gas full throttle to pull out the win against Bryce Kenny and Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. In skills, it was Camden Murphy walking the moonwalk up the racing lane getting the third place spot. In second, it was Adam Anderson with this awesome old school wheelie off the side of the bus stack, followed by a nice recovery save. It was Todd the Duke taking the first place spot and grabbing his third skills win of the season with this awesome moonwalk down the front stretch of Atlanta Motor Speedway. Kicking off freestyle, major truck issues did not stop Caleb Blood. She threw out an awesome run with some crazy saves, earning her the third place spot. In second, it was Tom Meents and Max D pulling off this crazy crash. However, it was Adam Anderson grabbing the win by just 100th of a point. This run was absolutely insane. I think he had 3 Extreme Air Award nominations in just one run. This run helped him earn his 12th overall of the season. As we look at the points, Adam Anderson continues to stay on top and is only increasing his lead over Camden Murphy and Tom Meents. Stadium Series Red has an off week this weekend to prepare the trucks for Foxborough next week. Now we check out the International Series. They were in Cape Town, South Africa for the first of 3 weekends in Africa. This was a season debut for Randy Brown and Blue Thunder. It was also Tony Oaks' first time on a stadium floor in a couple years, and also his first time piloting Earthshaker. Tony Oaks took the racing win over Charlie Pauken and Megalodon, who has been driving El Toro Loco in the United States as of recently. Kicking off skills, Miranda Kozad and Monster Mutt Dalmatian took the third place spot. In second, it was Randy Brown pulling off this awesome wheelie and then parking it right where he left it. Taking the win was Tony Oaks and Earthshaker, pulling off this great moonwalk despite the muddy conditions. Moving over to freestyle, it was Charlie Pauken and Megalodon in third, slightly under-rotating on the backflip and almost getting it into a perfect wheelie. After missing racing and skills due to truck issues, Matt Cody came out for freestyle with some huge air and a wild backflip, which was good enough to take second. Taking the freestyle win with Miranda Koza and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. This was their first ever stadium freestyle win. Taking the overall event championship was Tony Oaks and Earthshaker. Looking ahead, the International Series will be in Johannesburg, South Africa this weekend. Camden Murphy will be piloting Blue Thunder and is looking to pick up some wins. Stadium Championship Series Blue made a stop in Reno, Nevada for 4 non-points events. Reno is one of the larger arenas that Monster Jam does, and is for sure always a fun one. It was all Tyler Menninga, as he took 13 out of 16 competition wins and even swept all of the racing and freestyle competitions. This domination earned him all 4 overall event championships. Corey Rummel picked up his second skills win of the season on Saturday night. Cody Saucier grabbed his first donut win behind the wheel of El Toro Loco on Saturday afternoon, and John Gordon also picked up a donut win on Sunday. Stadium Series Blue heads into SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California for the first ever event at the World Class Stadium. Moving over to the arena side, Arena Championship Series East made a stop in Hamilton, Ontario up in Canada for 4 events. Following a rough weekend in Cincinnati, Wesley Anderson redeemed himself by taking 5 competition wins and grabbing 3 out of 4 overall event championships. Armando Castro grabbed wins in racing, skills, freestyle, and also the overall event championship on Sunday afternoon. Check out this crazy crash he had on Sunday. Bernard Light also grabbed 2 skills wins and a freestyle win. Wesley Anderson's lead is still huge, but will not be eligible to clinch until next weekend in Wilkes-Barre. Arena Series East will be heading to Baltimore, Maryland this weekend for 4 events. Arena Championship Series Central was in Columbia, South Carolina for a non-points event. Zach Garner was in Atlanta helping out his dad, so that meant John Zimmer got to hop back into the seat. He will also be competing this weekend in Evansville. Although he didn't get any wins, his son sure did. John Zimmer Jr. took 9 out of 12 competition wins and all 4 overall event championships. He even swept the event on Saturday. Brandon Vitson took a racing and a skills win. Brandon Teleshko also took a racing win on Sunday. Arena Series Central wraps up this weekend with 3 non-points events in Evansville, Indiana. To wrap up the Monster Jam results part of this recap, we head out west, where Arena Championship Series West made a non-point trip to Austin, Texas. Elvis Lyons was out yet again this weekend, so it was Barry Musauer taking the wheel of El Toro Loco for the first time since 2011. Tristan England swept the event on Saturday, but was held to no wins on Sunday. Barry Musauer took the racing and donut win, and Kristen Anderson took the skills win, freestyle win, and overall event championship. Arena Series West will have 4 events in Colorado Springs this weekend. Let's look at some Monster Jam stats updates with this past weekend results factored in. Cody Saucier has fallen off the top spot, and Tyler Menninga has jumped into the number 1 spot in racing with a 62-15 record. In skills, Tristan England is still holding on to the top score by 0.2 of a point, and is for sure one of the favorites to take the World Finals 2-wheel skills win. Finally, in freestyle we have a tie for the top spot. Both Ryan Anderson and Elvis Lyons have an average of 9.044, but that tie will definitely be broken this weekend, with both of them scheduled to compete. Next, let's move over to the independent side of the sport and check out some of the events that happened this week. Toughest Monster Truck Tour made a stop at one of their biggest events of the year in Grand Forks, North Dakota. This event featured Dirt Crew, Dozer, Maximus, Tailgater, Red Attack, and the brand new Monster Patrol 35th anniversary design. By the way, I really like how it looks, and the gold looks awesome. In racing, it was Jacob Ladwick and Red Attack taking the win over Darren Basil and Maximus on the St. Louis style course. Jerry Beck and Dirt Crew took the skills win with his awesome Sky Wheelie. Darren Basil and Maximus pulled off the freestyle win with his awesome save coming around the turn. The Monster Truck Nitro Tour was in Lancaster, California. Terry Woodcock and Cyclops took the racing win over his teammate Juan Munoz and Unnamed and Untamed. It was Jacob Galley and Wicked Strong spinning it to the donut win. His brother, Brandon Galley, took both the 2-wheel skills win and the freestyle win in Enforcer. Now let's look ahead to this upcoming week, Week 17. 5 Monster Jam tours will be active, including the inaugural event at SoFi Stadium. Other notable events include the Toughest Monster Truck Tour Series finale in Lexington, Kentucky. The All-Star Monster Truck Tour will be in Maryville, Tennessee, featuring Ice Cream Man, Bullshot, Vendetta, Velociraptor, and Cinestar. Monster Truck Wars will also be in Ohio and Delaware. That wraps up this episode. Thank you all for watching, and be sure to let me know in the comments below what you thought of this weekly recap video, and if you'll be heading out to any events this week. Also be sure to check out my Instagram and TikTok pages so you don't miss any news. See you all next time.